Alright, بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته أعزائنا الطلبة. Today's lecture we are going to talk about, in this interactive lecture actually, we are going to talk about English conversation, speaking and listening. English conversation, speaking and listening. Okay, so we are going, inshallah, through the objects and the outline of the lecture. Now the objects. Now, what are the objects of this lecture? Now the first one is that the students will be able to, you are as a student, you will be able, inshallah, to, okay, what? We have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 points. You will be able to achieve these, okay, 7 objects of the lecture. Now the first one, now listen, we have 2, okay? So it should be followed by what? By infinitive verb. So improve, learn, okay, manage, make, ask, complain, accept, without ing, without any suffix, without anything. So the first one, improve their listening and speaking skills. Okay, improve their listening and speaking skills. Now since our book and our syllabus is mainly dedicated and designated to develop these 2 skills, which are speaking and listening, okay, now rather than writing, rather than what? Rather than reading. So this is the first point. Should be acquainted with. Number 2, learn how to take their roles in daily English conversation, i.e., turn taking. For instance, we have a conversation between 2 or 3 persons, okay? And you should know when to speak and how to speak and when to stop and how to stop. How to take the right time to share, to participate with your partner, who are you, okay, who you are doing doing a conversation, a dialogue with him. So turn-taking strategy, okay, is a very, very significant. We shall, okay, discover that in the conclusion and in the summary. Manage the situation in a polite way, okay? Sometimes you should use a polite way, okay, or polite ways, okay, to manage the situation, okay, to save your what? To save your face. We shall discover that, inshallah, throughout what? The conversations that we have. Make requests, accept and refuse them. How to make requests. How to ask someone for doing something for you. How to accept that request and how to refuse that request. We shall be discovering them. Ask for favors. Now, listen. Favors, okay? Now, favor is different from request. Favor is different, okay, is different from, okay, request. In what sense? In what sense? Now, we shall discover that. Okay, we shall discover that. Now, complain politely. Complain when you suffer from something. Okay, and you need to complain. Okay, okay. You need what? You need to talk. You need to speak about that thing that you are suffering from. Okay, accept an apology. Of course, we have apology. We have an acceptance of apology and refusal of the apology. Okay, these are the objects of our lesson. We shall be checking them, inshallah, throughout the course of the lecture. Okay. Now the outline. Okay? The outline. خلينا نمسحها. Okay? The outline. It means the major points of the lecture. It means what? It means, okay, the summary of the lecture. the headlines, the red lines, whatever you can name it. Now, review of the previous lecture. We will make a review of the previous lecture. Conversation 1, could I borrow that? The title of the conversation 1, could I borrow that? And as you know, now in each unit we have what? We have 2 conversations, 1 and 2. Okay? The title of the first one, okay, the title of the first one is, could I borrow that? The title, could I borrow that? Okay? We have what? We have making small requests, and we have making what? We have making larger requests. And finally, in this part, we have asking for favors. Asking for favors. Now, in conversation 2, we have what? We have, could you change my room? Could you change my room? Okay? And we have pronunciation focus. We will have a glimpse or a hint on pronunciation focus. And we have complaining politely. We have accepting apology. And you see, maybe they are similar to the previous objects, but they are the outline and they were the objects. Okay? So don't worry if you see that they are the same. Okay? Now we go through the lecture. Okay, now, conversation number 1. Could I borrow that? Could I borrow that? Now, before conversation, we would like to make a quick review of the previous lecture. And as you know, in Unit 8, not 9, in the previous lecture, we have taken what? We have taken 2 conversations. They were, would you mind, or would you like? Would you like that? Would you like that? And we have talked about the conversation of offering things. Would you mind? Would you like? And they were like three persons who were sitting in the restaurants, and the server just came to them and asked for them, okay, to order from the menu. And they have been discussing about the food and the types of food they like and when to order and how to order. So these things that you've been acquainted with. And now, another unit, another title, another thing, another subject that we are going through, inshallah. Could I borrow that? Could I borrow that? Could I borrow that? Okay? Now, 2 friends. Yes. 2 friends sometimes borrow things from you. Are there some things you don't like to lend? He is asking you. So in every unit, in every conversation, we see that the book or the writer is asking you questions. Okay, and these questions that don't want to be answered. Okay, typically, but they are inshallah going to be answered throughout what? Throughout the conversation itself, okay, and the exercises. And he is asking you rhetorical questions, and he does not want you to answer them directly after the question. So, and of course, the answers will be different from student into another. It depends on their, okay, personality. Sometimes we have now friends like to borrow and help other people who are in need. And sometimes we have what? We have selfish and stingy students or people who don't like to help others. So it depends, okay, on the person himself. So do friends sometimes borrow things from you? Are there some things that you don't like to lend? Sometimes there are some precious and, things to your heart that you cannot lend them, even to the dearest person that you know. Okay? Now, we have what? We have, now, this girl, okay, that boy. The girl and the boy, they are talking to each other, okay? Uma and Sunya. It sounds or it looks that Uma is the boy, okay? And Sunya is the girl, of course. they are from South or Asian people. They are Asian people, not English or American people. Okay. Uma says, what's the matter, Sonia? What's wrong with you, Sonia? What's the matter, Sonia? Sonia, it seems or it looks that she is bothered, she is upset. Can you believe this? I need to buy a birthday gift for my mother after class today, and I left my credit card at home. Okay? Uma said, so what are you going to do? Sonia, I don't know. Could you lend me some money? No. Could you lend me some money? Okay? Uma, how much do you need? Sonia, oh, about $30. $30. Uma, I don't have that much on me now, right now. I don't have that much on me right now. Okay? Sonia, oh, well, do you think I could borrow your cell phone? Okay? She doesn't even have a phone. Okay? Now, do you, okay, oh well, do you think I could borrow your cell phone? I'll call my sister and ask her to get my credit card and meet me at the store. Okay, I'll call my sister, okay, so I was like to tell her that I have forgotten my wallet at home, and I'll call her like to get my credit card here, so as to buy the gift from the store that I want to, okay, buy to my mother. Sure, that's no problem. Sure, that's no problem. Absolutely. Never mind, I'll give you my phone. Just don't talk forever, okay? He is just joking with her. He is just kidding with her. He says, just don't talk forever because, you know, it's accounted. It's counted and there is a balance. Okay, don't worry. Thanks. I really appreciate it. Now, she is, okay, thanking him. He is doing a favor for her. And of course, when someone does a favor for you, okay, you should be thankful and grateful for him. At least you say thank you, I appreciate, okay, I will never forget that, and all of these types of, you know, thank you. I'll repeat, okay, the conversation quickly. Uma, what's the matter, Sonia? Okay? Like, now, they are what? They are, okay, talking to each other, okay? This boy and this girl, okay? He sees her, she looks that she is upset, okay? And he figures out that she is upset. He asks her, what's the matter, Sonia? What's the matter, Sonia? What's wrong with you? Can you believe this? I need to buy a birthday gift for my mother after class today, okay? Okay, birthday gift, gift means a present. Gift means present. Present means, okay, gift. And that's it. Okay, and I left my credit card at home. You know, in America and Europe, okay, they deal with a credit card rather than cash. They don't have cash, okay, on them. They have what? They have credit cards. So they can buy products from the shops, the stores. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do if you have lost, if you have forgotten your credit card at home? I don't know. She is now confused. She doesn't know how to manage it. Could you lend me some money? Could you please? Now, she is, okay, asking a favor. She is requesting. Remember, the title of the unit, the objects of the units are how to make requests. Now she is requesting the request, okay? Request. And this is a small request. Could you lend me some money? Could you? No. Why does she use could? She, okay, she might use what? Use can. Why does she use could in the past form? I will tell you. It is said, okay, linguists said that, when you use the past form, okay, rather than the present or the future form, that means that you are polite, and your question will be more polite, your request will be more polite, because you are asking someone to do something for you. Okay? So he is going to, it might cost him, what? Effort. It might cost him money. It might cost him time. So if you are costing someone effort or time or money, so please, you could make it like a light for him, not heavy. You're just asking him, and of course you should asking him politely. Could you lend me some money? How much do you want? Okay. When he replies, he doesn't use polite way. Why? Because he is the person that he is going to help. So it doesn't need that to use a polite way. And of course, he shouldn't humiliate or underestimate the other person. Okay, no, but he doesn't use what a polite way. Oh, about $30. Oh, about $30. Uma, I don't have that much on me right now. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. This is from my point of view. I don't have that much on me right now. Okay. Maybe he's got like $25, $10, he doesn't have $30 at this time. Oh, well, do you think I could borrow your cell phone? Now she is making another request. She is making another request, which is a cell phone. Now she has requested from him what? She has requested at $30, but he doesn't have that much money. So she is now requesting or asking for something, for another thing, which is I could borrow your cell phone. I'll call my sister and ask her to get my credit card and meet me at the store. Okay, if you don't lend me money, lend me your cell phone. It seems, or it looks, that she has forgotten her purse, her handbag, because she has lost what? She has lost her credit card and her phone. Okay? Yes, sure, that's no problem. No, he is accepting her request. Sure. At first, he has refused her request. Now he is accepting her request. Sure. Yes. Sure, that's no problem. Just don't talk forever. He is just kidding. Just don't talk forever, okay? Sonia, don't worry. Thanks, I really appreciate. Now, she is thanking him after he has helped her. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Now, this is about this conversation. It's a very easy and very useful for you. It teaches you, it teaches you how to make requests, how to refuse them, how to accept them, how to ask for favor, and whatever. Now, we'll move to another thing. Yes? Now, exercise. Now, give it a try. Now, give it a try. Item, give it a try. Now, that means you as a student, try to apply what you have learned, what you have just learned. Making small requests. That means what? Since we have small, we have large. Okay? Making small requests. How to make small requests, we will see. Excuse me, okay, this is, a very important to start your request. And it shows what? It shows politeness. It shows politeness. I don't know, this is like, okay. Excuse me, please, if you don't mind, these indicators of politeness. Could I borrow? Again, could in the past. Again, could in the past. Okay, to show that I am asking you in a polite way. Could I borrow a pencil, please? A pencil, please? Yes. Or do you have an extra piece of paper? Do you have an extra piece of paper? The first one is more polite. Okay? The first one is more polite. The next one is less polite. Less polite. Now, these are the what requests. Okay? Requests. Here we have what? Okay? Response. Okay, regardless whether it's what? It's positive or negative response. Positive or negative? Sure. Here you are, go. If you accept, you say sure. Okay, of course. Here you are. Here you go. If you want to refuse, you say, I'm sorry, I don't have one any. Or don't have one or any. This is how to refuse. Now you have and he has asked you what to do. Do you have an extra piece of paper? إذا عندك, you say, I'm sorry. Sure, here you are. If you don't have, I'm sorry, I don't have one. I don't have any. Okay? This is small request. Now, larger request. Larger request. Do you think I could borrow $25 until Tuesday? Do you think I could borrow $25 until Tuesday? Would you mind lending me your laptop for a few hours? Would you mind lending me your laptop for a few hours? I'm sorry, I don't have $25. I need it right now. Now, why do we name it as larger? Okay, since it's the same as what? As the first one. Now, it's larger now because you what? Because you give reasons why do you want to borrow. You give reasons why do you want to borrow. Sometimes people don't trust your request, don't trust you when you are asking them for money, for things. You should what? You should explain your reasons why you are borrowing. Do you think I could borrow $25 until Tuesday? It means on Tuesday I will give it back to you. Okay? Would you mind? This is another one. Would you mind even used as a polite way in request? Would you mind lending me your laptop for a few hours? Now, if you want to refuse, you say what? Okay? You say refuse. You say what? You say, I'm sorry, I don't have $25. Okay? Now, in this situation, okay, you are not obliged what to lie. You are not forced, impulsive to lie. You say, I'm sorry, I don't have $25. I'm sorry, I need it right now. This is for the second one. When he said, would you mind lending me your laptop? If I have a lecture, for example, now, and someone says, excuse me please, could you lend me your laptop? I say, I'm sorry, I have a lecture now. So how can I just lend you my laptop when I have a lecture? Yeah. Okay. No. We call it larger because we give reasons. These are the reasons. Reasons. Why? What? Why do we make requests? But I left my wallet at home and I need to buy my school textbook. This is, the reason of the first request. I have left my wallet. Wallet, which is what? Wallet means what? Object that you can keep money or precious things. Purse. محفظة. Yes. but my computer isn't working and I have to write a report. This is the reason why she is what she is, or he is what he is, borrowing a laptop, because his computer or her computer is not working. Can I let you know later? Okay, you can have it after I'm done. Okay? After I'm done. Now, can I let you know later? Okay, you can have it later. I'm done. Okay, this is related to our today larger requests. Yes. Asking for favors. Now, favors is something like request, okay? Would you please open the door? Would you please open the door for me? Sure, no problem. No, you're not asking him to give you money or things. No. Would you please open the door for me? Sure, no problem. This is, okay, response. Response. Sure, no problem. Could you turn on the lights? Of course. So this is the response. As I said, now, regardless whether the response is positive or negative, it's a response. Could you hold my coat? I'd be glad to. سأكون سعيدا. I'd be glad to. I'm sorry, I can't right now. Okay? So this is us asking for favors. Now, a little bit information for you. Sometimes you see favors written like this. This is American English, and sometimes you see it what? You see it written like this. Okay? Which is British English. Now the difference is in the U. Okay? U sound. Okay? So U letter. They add U, okay, after O. This is what? This is British English. This is what? American English. British English and American English. They are both right and they are both correct. Yes. A conversation two, which is, could you change my room? Could you change my room? So they are asking, she is asking the clerk or the receptionist who is in charge for the what? For the rooms in the hotel. Okay? He is in charge for the rooms in the hotel. He is managing the distributions of the rooms. He checks the available rooms and the full rooms, the vacancies and the full. Now, could you change my room? Also in a polite way, using could rather than can, rather than change, rather than. Now you're just asking someone, so it is not that polite to order or command him, change my room. No, it's rude. It's rude. Now, have you, sorry. Something went wrong. Let me go back. Something goes back on my screen. Yes. Okay. Now, have you ever had problems at a hotel? What happened and what did you do? He's asking you that if you faced problems in the hotel reservations, and how did that happen, and how did you do to manage it? Now we see that girl here, okay? is having an issue, a problem with her room. And the clerk here, okay, or the receptionist is asking, okay, is listening to her problem and he is trying to solve it. Uma, excuse me. Clerk, yes, what can I do for you? Excuse me, yeah, what can I do for you? It's Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum assalam. What can I do for you? Uma, I just checked in and there is a problem with my room. Ya Sattar, I checked in and there is a problem with my room. Clerk, what's the problem? I asked for a non-smoking dorm room, but people are smoking in there. I can't stand it. Could you change my room, please? Now she has booked or she has reserved a non-smoking room, but they gave her a smoking room instead, and that of course bothers her since she is non-smoker person and she needs like her room to be changed. So I can't stand means, okay, that I hate that. Okay, could you change my room, please? Let me see. Clark, now Clark is checking the list that he has. I'm sorry, we don't have any non-smoking dorm rooms, okay, available. Okay, if you like, you can stay in a private room until we have a non-smoking available. It costs a bit more. Okay, now he has checked the list that he has, and unfortunately, he didn't find a non-smoking dorm room for her. So instead, he asked her to what? To stay in a private room. Okay, while they prepare, okay, a non-smoking room for her, but this take a little bit more. So they might be waiting someone like to, okay, to log out, okay, to go out and to leave a room so as they clean it, and this man and this woman goes instead of that person, okay, of that non-speaking room. So they are waiting rooms to be available so as they, okay, move her. Yes, that will be fine. Okay, Clark, here's your new room key. Here is your new room key. Okay, here is your new room key. What key? What key? What room? The private room that he has told her a little bit before. I'll let you know as soon as we have a bed in non-smoking dorm room. You will be notified and I will tell you when, okay, there is an available non-smoking room. Thanks for your help. Uma, okay, said thanks for your help. He has contained, the clerk, he contained the situation, okay? So she goes, okay, grateful. She has appreciated his effort and his help. And of course, it is her right, of course, she has reserved or booked a different room, okay, a room, and she has found a different room. So it's the responsibility of the hotel, okay? It's an inconvenience for her after all. Yes. Now give it a try, item. Okay, give it a try, item. Yes. Complaining politely. You know, complaining, you talk to someone about things that bothered you, that upset you, okay, that you are not comfortable with them, so you complain, okay, politely. And it has been said, الشكوى لغير الله مذلة. Okay, complaining politely. Excuse me, I have a problem with my room. Sorry to bother you, but I have a problem. These are what? These are, okay, polite ways of complaining. I have my room, excuse me, I have a problem with my room. Sorry to bother you, but I have a problem with my room. If you go to the clerk or to the receptionist and you say, I have a problem with my room, you look rude, okay? Rude, not educated well. But if you, okay, start with these appetizers, you start with these starters, you look what? You look an educated person and polite person. And if you start with these, the other person in turn would help you gladly, would help you happily, would help you, okay, in a polite way also. What's the problem? What seems to be the problem? شنو مشكلتك? I asked for a non-smoker room, but I got a smoker room. I requested a room with a TV, but there isn't a TV. So these are complaints of the people who usually sit in rooms in hotels, in 3 stars hotels, in 2 stars hotels. In 5 stars hotels and 4 stars hotels, you would never find such things. Okay, if you reserve something, you would find it as you have reserved and booked exactly, without change. Okay. So this is complaining. Now requesting action or change. Requesting action or change. Could you change my room, please? I'm sorry, we can't. We don't have any other rooms available. I'll have to call the manager. There is nothing that I can do. We can't now, but we can change your room tomorrow. Okay? We can change your room tomorrow. Now, these requests, they call it action or change. You request to change something. If you remember in the first conversation, when she has, the person who has a request for $30, she doesn't want to change something, okay? She needs $30 to buy a gift for her mom on her birthday. But now, this request is kind of different. She is not requesting something trivial, or vain. She is ridiculous, sorry to say that, but she is requesting something that doesn't comfort her. She has booked something and she has found another thing. So this request calls for change and calls for action. Okay? Yes. Now, accepting an apology. Accepting an apology. This is another item. You know, when someone comes and apologizes for you, you should, be generous. And you should what? And you should accept his apology to be a decent man, a decent person. When I say man, of course, I mean man and women, not just man. So, it is shame, it has been said that it is shame that you refuse someone who apologizes you. Apologizes to you, who state his apology. So, you should be generous and accept his apology. Whatever he whatever he did to you, you should accept his apology. And when he comes and when he came to apologize to you, he has realized, and he confessed with himself, and he has realized that he has committed a fault, a mistake, with you. So now he is coming with a remorse, with a blame, and he is apologizing to you, hoping that you accept his apology and everything goes back well like before. So please and please, when someone apologizes to you, accept his apology and be generous with him. Don't be stingy. I'm very sorry about this. That's okay. Thank you for help. It's all right. It wasn't your fault. Don't worry about it. I think when you break something and when you do something wrong, you apologize. Okay? And in return, okay, the other partner, the other person, if he is an open-minded person, he says, that's okay, thank you, it's all right, it wasn't your fault, don't worry about it. Okay? He's open-minded and he accepts things as they are. So, now, it's a broken, use these words, it's a broken. Please, something goes wrong. Yes. Now practice, role play these problems. Student A complains, request actions, and accept an apology. Student B asks about the problem and apologize, reverse roles. Now, he says that use these words, it's a broken, that there is a mistake, damage, dark, incorrect, stain, or a problem. Okay? Now, yes. Now, we have like 4 situations here. We have what? We have 4 situations here. This is number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, dry cleaning. That seems that they are in the laundry or something like that, and she has what? And she has she has got his shirt or his t-shirt dirty, and there is a spot in his t-shirt. Okay? Now, number 2, okay, I think it's, he has what? He has burned the photos. He has burned the photos. And number 3, there is something wrong. I think he got the, what's we call that? Damaged or something, or smashed or broken. And this situation we have what? We have this note or something got dirty. Now, sometimes you do things, okay, without knowledge, and you don't know, so you need what to say sorry, you need what to state your apology. Okay, if the person in return is an open-minded person, he would say, okay, it's okay, no problem, don't worry, everything goes well, just never mind, it's not your fault, okay? يعني يكون متقبل. Use these words, okay, a broken, damaged, or something like that. This is about apology. Now this item is somewhat different from others, but of course it has a relation to the what? To the main title, which is request and favors. Now part 1, you have just arrived in Hawaii. Okay, Hawaii, they say Hawaii. It's a state in the United States of America, like New York, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Hawaii. Hawaii, for a 1-week vacation. You have just arrived in Hawaii for a 1-week vacation. You are at the airport and you discover that your luggage is lost. You are going to speak to the airline representative. Oh, sorry. You are going to speak, okay, to the airline representative, the person that is in charge on the airline. For example, you are flying in a Turkish airline. You would say someone who is hanging a medal, okay, in his neck, shows that he is from Turkish airline. You go straight for him and you ask him for information. Think of 3 requests for action you could make in this situation. Now we have what? We have here three situations. You go to the airline representative and you say, I'm sorry, excuse me, but I have lost. I'm sorry. We can write here, excuse me, or something. But I have lost my luggage, and so on. This is the first one. Okay? And you complete the two others. So you go what? You go to the airline representative and you state, okay, your situation to him, and you tell him that you have lost your luggage in a way or another. But you request from him what? You request for change and action. Either you could make change or action. This is what related to this part. Lost luggage. You know luggage. Luggage, that the things that you carry with you when you travel. For example, bags, gifts, presents, or whatever. It's called luggage. Amta. Okay? This is related, okay, to this part. Part 2, describe the problem to the airline representative and request action. Try to find a solution. But if it's impossible, accept an apology. Remember the following information. You only have 1 week in Hawaii, so you need the things in your suitcase right now. I have just 1 week in Hawaii, and I have lost my luggage. I don't want what to lose or to lose my 1 week vacation. So please help me. If you can help her, okay, you can sustain him or her. That okay, we will call the persons that are in charge, and we will get your luggages back to you. If not possible, if it's impossible, you say, we are sorry, madam, we are sorry, sir, that we cannot catch the airplane yet, and she has just taken off, and maybe next month you will get your luggages back, maybe. So these are the available options that you have. Either you accept, either you say sorry. Either you sustain, either you say sorry. Okay. Now conclusions. Now we have come to the conclusions of the lecture. Now, the first conclusion, which is the students now able to recognize the two skills, listening and speaking. Of course, when you speak to someone, you are listening to him and you are speaking to him. Either listening or speaking. When he speaks, you are a listener, or you are listening. When he listens, you are speaking, and the vice versa. So in every English conversation and every daily conversation, whether it's English, Arabic, Finnish, Persian, Turkish, you are doing the same strategies. Role or turn taking is clearly explained throughout the conversations. Of course, we have Uma and Sunya. One speaks, the other stops. The other speaks, one stops, and the vice versa. So they are called role taking. Okay, without interference or overlapping in the conversation. So it is systemized. Okay, follows a system, follows a discipline. And when someone is speaking to you, you should respect his speech, his idea, and you should listen to him carefully. Now, the strategies of making questions. The strategies of making requests, accepting and refusing, are clearly identified. And we have explained them more than once. We have explained large and small requests, apology, favors, and that's. Complaining, we have seen, in the hotel room that the girl is complaining about the room that they are giving her. And accepting apology, al-i'tidar, are manifested and enhanced in the exercises. And we have done the exercises about the apology. Now, we move to the summary. Now we summarize our lecture. Listening, learning the skills of conversation are extremely significant in terms of language learning. Now, to learn any language in the world, put this in mind, okay, as a necklace, okay, or a warnings that to achieve any language in the world, you should achieve 4 skills. What? They are production skills and recognition skills, listening, speaking, reading, and writing. If you master them, you would master the language. Turn-taking strategy is rather too important to keep pace with the partner so as to deliver the message clearly without interference. Okay? Turn-taking strategy is rather too important. Too important. It's not possible and it's not polite when someone speaks and you interrupt him. Don't interrupt him unless it's urgent. And when a professor talks to you, when someone who's older than you talks to you or higher than you, okay, talks to you, you should not interrupt him. So you should what? You should wait him until he finishes and then you can talk. To keep pace with the partner so as to deliver the message clearly without interference. Now, learning how to make requests, favors, complaints, and apology is very significant to achieve the goals of speech politely, in a polite way. Now, speech includes what? Discourse. Any speech includes what? Includes request, includes favors, includes complaints, apology, okay, stating, refusing, demanding, ordering, okay? These are the elements of the speech. Okay? Now, up to this moment, I have come to the end of my lecture. Thank you very much indeed for listening and being patient with me. And if you have any question, please contact me without hesitation. Okay? Thank you very much indeed.